Today I'm going to show you how to do Emily Ocker's circular cast on. This method is used to create a round project like Pi-shawl. I don't have a Pi-shawl with me, but I have my mason jar cover, which is a great example. So instead of casting on the top, I cast it on the bottom using Emily Ocker's cast on. As you can see, there's a tiny pinhole in the center. That's where Emily Ocker's cast on starts. You will only need to cast on few stitches and then going to work in round. As you work in round, you're going to increase stitches, so your project will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's how Pi-shawl is made, or any circular project like this jar cover. For this method, you will need a crochet hook, which is about the same thickness as your yarn. So first, take 2 fingers from your left hand, take this tail end, wrap the yarn around, so from bottom to up, wrap the yarn around your fingers. So now you have 2 lines. Take the crochet hook, face this hook downward this way. Put this hook under the first line and then on top of the second line, and pull this yarn toward the right and then twist. Now there's tail and the loop. You like to hold this with your right hand as you pull these 2 fingers out of the big loop. As you can see, now you have a large loop right here and then small loop around your crochet hook. Now what I like to do is hold this working yarn with my index finger and then hold where I'm holding with my right hand. Hold this base of little loop with my left fingers and take my right fingers away. Make sure the tail is on your right hand side. Now you are going to wrap this working yarn around the crochet hook. So go under the working yarn, wrap around, and then pull it through the loop where crochet hook is coming from. There you go. This is our first stitch. So let's try one more time. So put this crochet hook in the big loop and then go under the working yarn and wrap around. Pull this yarn through the big loop. Now you made a small loop on your crochet hook. Now you're going under the working yarn, wrap around, and then put it through the loop where the hook is coming out from, like this. Okay, let's try one more time. Put the crochet hook in the big loop under the working yarn and wrap around. Bring that yarn through the big loop. Now go under the working yarn again, wrap around and put it through this little loop. Let's try again. Into the big loop, under the working yarn, wrap around, catch the working yarn, put it through the big loop. Do the same motion again, and then put this yarn through the little loop. So let me make 2 more stitches doing same exact motion. There. Now you have 6 stitches on your crochet hook. So usually when you're using this method, there won't be many stitches to cast on. I would say about 4 to 8 stitches is average. So what you need to do is, depending on what method you're using to knit in round, if you have double pointed needles, that you need to divide these stitches into 3 different needles, then you can put 2 stitches on each needles. If you're using magic loop method, you need a circular needles and just need to divide these stitches into 2 knitting needles. So you need 3 on each needles. Let me show you with a magic loop method how you can transfer the stitches to knitting needles. So 1, 2, and 3 stitches on a needle. And what you do is pull these needles all the way to the next needle, and then bring this needle back, then transfer the rest of 3 stitches. There you go, and you don't need the crochet hook anymore, so you can put that away. So now it looks like this, and you see this big loop that you're using to make cast on. We don't need this huge loop. So once you transfer all the stitches onto the knitting needles, you can pull the tail straightly, a little hard, and tighten. Now you see there's no loop. The big loop is gone, and all you can see is this little tiny dot. So now you can work in round to create whatever you are making. Hopefully this tutorial was very helpful for you. If you have any suggestion to improve this tutorial, or if you have any question, please feel free to comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. I am working on more tutorials along with my patterns. Thank you for watching. Happy knitting!